Hello, my name is Jacob Brinson, and this is the final version of my Week 4 project. Go, nice little dragon scene here. Kind of cool. Let's open up the smoke material. So the particle color node lets me change the particle color as well as the opacity of the materials, of the particles, I mean. The depth fade helps to fade the particles as they hit the ground. An animated texture atlas is a series of rendered sprites on a sprite sheet that allows Unreal to play them back to back in a loop. And this is what one of the sprite sheets looks like. Okay. The smoke emitter, we plug the material into the sprite renderer. The settings we need to change to make the texture atlas work is in the sub UV tab. We've got to enable the sub UV blending, and then we have to change the image size based upon the size of the sprite sheet. In order to make the particles spawn, I need a spawn rate module right here. The module I need to allow particles opacity to fade out as they get closer to the end of their life is an initialize particle module right here, and then basically we set the life of the particle right here. The specific settings I changed to help better fit my scene was the scale color due to the large fires that I needed in the scene. This helped the smoke become more transparent. Okay, the fire emitter. Two things about the fire emitter that were different compared to the smoke emitter is the fire emitter has a light renderer. It basically lights up the scene. It helps light up the scene. The fire emitter didn't have a sprite rotation rate like the smoke did because fire it's not going to have the same properties as what smoke has. It's not going to swirl. Some specific settings I changed on my fire emitter were the initialize particles module, specifically the color mode. Increasing the numbers past 1 helped the fire glow, which really made the fire emitter stick out. I also changed the spawn rate to a very low number because in the scene it is the aftermath of a dragon attacking the ruins, so it really isn't a fed fire, it's just one that's slowly dying out. The ember emitter. Two things that were different about the ember emitter compared to the smoke and fire is the curl noise force and the drag. The curl noise force makes the ember particles behave like embers, and it causes it to like shoot out in various directions. And the drag helps to control the force behind those ember emitters being shot out. Some specific settings that changed, including the spawn rate, which I increased dramatically because they're ember particles. The particle size, and for the embers I didn't need to enable the sub UV because there were not sprite sheets associated with the ember material. This is Jacob Brinson. Thank you for watching.